Okay.
Hi, Sudden. Hello. Hello, everybody. Hello.
So we'll go through a scene to show how you got here, and then we'll get started on
Okay.
the interview when I do your intro. So you
Okay.
ready your steampunk contraptions for the gaming world, is what you set it for. As you step into the teleporter, you look up and you see a moon with a bloody grin on it, while a Siri voice says through a skull speaker,
You've arrived at your destination. Welcome to Muerto City.
"Use a big skull building with a red neon sign that says dead end on it, all while a Spanish guitar is playing in the background. What is your reaction?"
My reaction?
Yeah, your reaction.
Oh, I did this? I thought, okay.
You teleported here.
I teleported here. I like the guitar. That's cool. Nice. This place is dope. I like it. Sounds pretty neat. I like this place. Hi.
All right, so then you walk into the building. You're in the studio. I'm there to the left. You're to my right. I'll welcome you in, and then we'll get started. Welcome to the Dead End Amigos. I'm your host, Mariachi Loki. Today's special guest is a VTuber whose stream categories are Minecraft, Phasmophobia, Codenames, and Teamfight Tactics. Please welcome to the show, Malva Marosa, one of my first VTuber friends that I met here on Twitter. Welcome to the show.
Hi.
Welcome, Malva. Even though we've had some
Hi.
issues getting started,
Welcome
we are
again. I am here. It is lovely to be here. Thank you for having me.
And thank you for setting off some time to have you here on the Dead End Show. So, let's get started. My first question I have for you is, why did you start VTubing?
Oh shit, I have answers. Okay, I started VTubing because a friend of mine asked me to do it with them, actually. They were like, hey, there's this thing, people, but they're not people. And I was like, that kind of sounds cool, And I'm not a big, I wasn't a big role play, I guess you would say, what kind of VTubing is, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So I never knew what, like, how to make a character and all that. It just was a whole new concept. Seemed kind of cool, so I thought I'd give it a whack, and it wasn't like I was doing it alone or anything either. So I thought it'd be fun to kind of have somebody to do it with, and that's kind of why I started.
Okay. And looking at your model that we all see here, what made you choose the steampunky clock aesthetic?
Well, I wasn't very original. I actually kind of look like this for the most part. My dress is based on something that I already have. Same with the shirt, same with the gears in my hair. I have little like gear hairpins. My grandma, she's a crafty person, so she
Ah.
makes lots of like steampunk themed clothes and hair accessories and stuff like that. And she made me these. So I thought it would be kind of cute to add some things into my hair and, kind of basing it off of stuff that I already have. It was kind of just like, it was short notice, I didn't really have a lot of time to kind of pick what I wanted my model to look like or, have a reference sheet or anything. It was like, I think it had a week maybe to
Oh,
get
wow.
a reference sheet done and sent to an artist. Because my model was a gift. I didn't pick the artist. I didn't pick the rigger. The person that I mentioned that did this with me kind of like bought it all for me.
Oh,
So
wow.
I had to get it to him fast and be like, yo, here you go. But I didn't have any idea. So I just kind of based it on me and changed up a few things here and there.
Ah, I see. Okay. And so, what is the lore and history behind your name?
Don't laugh. Don't laugh. Okay. I'm not laughing either because it's not funny.
Okay.
So it's not funny.
Well,
Okay.
well, before you start, let's say
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
Someone in my chat
Mhm.
had their brand name was because
Mhm.
of a trauma that they did when they had third degree sunburn. So it can't be that bad.
It's not that bad. It's not that bad. Okay, it's not that bad. So I think Final Fantasy 14 was like, I don't know if it just came out or if it was like just starting to blow up, or maybe I just like miraculously stumbled upon it and thought that it wasn't a popular game or anything. Okay, so there was a point where I found Final Fantasy 14. I was like, whoa, this is kind of a cool game, you know? And I wanted to, my friend told me that you could like customize, this is again, the whole customizing your character and making a name, everything. So it's a very new experience. And I wanted to play this game because it kind of involved that. And I was at the making my name part. Final Fantasy 14, my entire Final Fantasy 14 character and like persona is how I kind of got my VTuber, you know? Like the name, my hair color, my eye color, like just stuff like that, you know, little stuffies. Sorry, hold on. Hi, Jess. Thank you for the raid. What's up, G? But yeah, so Final Fantasy 14, and I had to pick a name, and apparently this game was really popular because there were no available names, nothing, nada. I couldn't pick anything, and I picked Lalafell, which is this tiny little, I think it's like an elf, tiny elf, and you know, I chose tank or like defender or something like that. So I was a tiny elf, but I also had to be like strong like a tank. And I wanted to have a name that kind of like matched that kind of thing. And, you know, I thought marshmallow because like marshmallows are soft. And then if you leave it open at one time, they get hard. So I was kind of like the soft and hard kind of concept. But obviously marshmallow was taken. So I couldn't pick that. And so anyways, I'm Hispanic, and I've always called marshmallows bonbons or bombones, and I wanted to use that name instead, but I knew people wouldn't say bonbon or bombones. They would just say bonbon, and I did not like the name bonbon. It was such a weird name, so I couldn't be bonbon. So I just Googled other ways to say marshmallow in like different languages, and Malvavisco came up as marshmallow, and I was like, oh, that kind of works, but that was too long. So I just took the Malva out of the Malvavisco, and that's how I got my first name.
Wow. That's quite a character.
That's a bit much.
That's quite a character arc you went through there.
Yeah, it took a while, but
so where did Marosa come from?
Same thing, kind of. I wanted to have a name that also was like double M or like double something, and since Malva was the one that I picked, I needed another M for last name, and because the first one was already in Spanish, I had to pick a last name in Spanish. And the first one obviously was Mariposa that came up, but it couldn't be Mariposa because I'm not a butterfly. It didn't make any sense to be Malva Mariposa. So I took some of the letters out of Mariposa and just became Marosa instead. Same concept, different words.
I mean, that's awesome. It's that's definitely a unique way of creating a name when you don't want Bonbon to be your fucking name.
I could not. I don't know how I would feel if people would just like Bonbon that's okay, you know, it's got the accent, it's there, but Bonbon is a no-go. No, thank you.
It's like, yes, meet my friend Bonbon. It's like, oh.
No, it just,
I suspect Bonbon is like a big ogre kind of person that like...
something. Either, yeah, definitely not the vibe that I was trying to go for, so...
That's great. Okay, that was awesome. So do you get a lot of Spanish type of people in your chat because of your name?
I actually don't. I don't think when people meet me, and the same kind of goes for the way I introduce myself, I don't really introduce myself with my name in the Spanish accent just because, like, I don't really speak Spanish in my streams.
Okay.
And it'd be kind of, not weird, but it just doesn't really go with kind of, like, the content that I put out there in my community for me to start saying that. Yeah, most of my community doesn't even know I'm Hispanic, so... I mean, it just wasn't really something that, you know, I would make people do. If you don't know that key information, then it's kind of like, you know. It's a little weird. So
When I s-
Malva was just how I said it. So
Yeah, but when I saw Morosa, I was like, oh, that has to be said with the accent. Because
yeah.
what other way would I say it?
Yeah,
Morose? Morosa?
Yeah.
Like, no, that doesn't
Mhm.
sound right. It's Marosa. Like, that's how
Yeah,
I,
that's got
how
an
I-
accent in there.
that's how I expect to say it. But then again, I'm a mariachi who's also Hispanic. So whenever I see a word that looks like it needs to be said in an accent, that's why I'm
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
So speaking on the Spanish part, do
Mhm.
you wish to explore that further, maybe this year, to include some Spanish into your content, or are you just sticking strictly English?
As of right now, probably just strictly English. I don't speak Spanish that well, anyways. So even like if I did try to do a Spanish stream, it would be like really bad. You know, I'm like
But maybe chat wants that, you know. Maybe
well, I had
we'll suffer with you when you learn Spanish.
there was one stream specifically where I had two viewers that like I just met, and they were Spanish speaking, and you know I tried to like talk to them, and obviously I couldn't as well as I wanted to, but they were very encouraging and they were very sweet people. So I know that the people kind of like that thing, you know.
Yeah, we
It's,
like to
you know.
see VTubers
Yeah.
struggle, you know. Uh,
Yeah.
it's totally a bully system that we have going
Yeah,
for
yeah,
VTubing.
yeah, yeah.
No, but I did see there was a streamer I saw that when he ended his stream, he would say what he learned today, something interesting, but he would say it in Spanish, like maybe a couple, like a paragraph or a sentence or two about
Yeah.
like how he was going to end the stream and how he felt today. Maybe start off with something small, but
That's a good idea.
but I found it interesting, and he wasn't native Spanish speaker. He actually was learning it, so it was very impressive to hear it that way. So I'm guessing Spanish isn't the content, but what kind of content do you provide or wish to provide for your stream?
Well, I like to think of myself as a horror streamer.
Horror, okay.
Ideally, I like to consider myself as a horror streamer. A lot of the times I don't play horror games. It's kind of like it's a 50-50, you know. If I'm
Okay.
collabing with somebody, sometimes it's not horror. You know, I did play a lot of Raft. I play Codenames with my community a lot. We have a lot of community games that don't really play into the horror kind of category. But like I like to play the kind of stuff, the creepy crawly stuff. It's always been something I liked.
Okay.
So I definitely do that now. I do want to kind of start branching out more towards like more puzzle games, more thinking games, like quick action based games. Like I just finished Detroit Becomes Human the other day. So now I have to play the next one in that trilogy, and I really like those types of games. So I want to find more stuff that's kind of, you know, leaning toward that kind of thing.
Story-driven kind of games?
Yeah.
Okay.
Games that I don't have to read though. Story games that say it for me, because I can't read that well. I'm
I
a
mean,
very
that's
bad
fair.
reader.
Coming from someone else who doesn't like to read, unless it's like the D&D rule book.
I can't even do that. I have like super bad dyslexia, so like just read it. I don't like look at the words, and it's all a mess. So if it tells me the story, then that's a slay. But if it doesn't, then chat's gonna have to read that one on their own.
Okay, fair enough. All right, so we're going to move more towards the story aspect of games moving forward.
Okay.
We'll still do the horror games, but
Yeah.
story-driven. Like Phasmophobia has a great story.
Yeah.
So you mentioned you didn't draw or rig your model. You have model and rigging parents?
I do. Let me find it. Okay, so my rigger, her name is, I don't even know how to say it. I'm gonna put it in the chat.
Okay.
Because I can't read it. I'm gonna assume her name's Sophie. Sophie Paca. But there's an L in there. I don't know how you'd say Sophie with an L. Sophia P Paca. Okay, that's the one that did my rigging.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know how to pronounce my artist's mom's name because it's kind of just a bunch of letters. I'm gonna send it to you in the DMs if you need to like write it down or anything,
Okay.
just in case. Maybe you want to try and pronounce my
Shit,
parents.
if you can't do it, think I'm gonna do much better? No, I'm good.
Yeah.
Thanks. Thanks for giving me that challenge. I think I'll pass.
Yeah. But yeah, so those are my first one, and then the second one is my bigger.
Okay. And are you planning on adding anything to your current model?
See, I had a few ideas. Did I miss something, Lynn? What just happened? I don't remember. Lynn one of my mods did something, but I didn't catch it.
Yeah, you know, probably.
I did have. Oh yeah, hell yeah, good job, mods. I did have plans to get a new outfit and a new hairstyle for my birthday / 1 year anniversary as a VTuber.
Exciting.
And it kind of, the idea has been in the works for a while. It's just kind of the execution has been taking a really long time. Only because I just recently found out who my artist and my rigger were. Like maybe last month, I finally figured out who they were.
You didn't know?
No, I didn't know.
Oh.
I didn't know. I didn't know nothing. My artist mom doesn't have any social media or anything.
Okay.
So it took forever, and obviously, like, they had to go back and find who they commissioned for it, and out of, my model and their model and all the other commissions they did, it took a really long time to find who did it, kind of thing. So that was a process.
I see.
And then obviously reaching out to them is a process because, I'm not the person who bought it, and, you go into someone's DMs and be like, hey, I know I didn't buy this from you, but this is my model now, so can I buy some things? It took a while to kind of connect with them. And then on top of that, my artist mama unfortunately got COVID, and she was hospitalized, so I haven't been able to, letting her heal and everything, haven't been able to be in contact with her for quite some time. So, unfortunately, I don't think any of the stuff that I wanted to do would be ready in time, but there was plans, to have some things added to my model.
Okay, well, eventually, hopefully,
Yeah.
we'll have some stuff. Do you have any idea what you wanted to add?
So the hairstyle and a new outfit, I already had that all drawn up. I want to get a cheek puff. You like puff up your cheeks. You could tell that my model is doing that, so you could see the cheek puffies on my model. I wanted to get some kind of like, I don't know what it's called, arm toggles, because, there's like, all those free ones that, float around on Twitter and everything. You can't really use those because my arm is prosthetic. So I wanted to get some custom ones too, but ones that I could like
the head pats and the
just like different hand, like holding a microphone or like doing a peace sign, or like the arm toggles for V Studio kind of thing.
Gotcha. No, I have no idea what you're talking about because I don't have that.
Oh shit. Well, anyways, there's like toggles you can do for your model. They could like hold things or put them in different positions kind of thing. And I wanted to get some of those just so people could kind of see my arm more, because that's always one thing that's overlooked on my model, unfortunately. You don't notice it until like you notice it kind of thing. It doesn't stand out that much.
Until someone points it out.
So, yeah, exactly.
Hey, look at that arm.
Yeah, it's a fake. I have a fake arm. It's robot.
You faker.
Not human. Faker, yeah.
Are you planning on changing the arm up? Like, since you said you said it's prosthetic or fake.
Yeah.
Are you planning on like changing it to being like stylized differently, or maybe adding more jewels to it, making it more difficult to draw?
No, I think I'm gonna keep it the same. The artist did a really good job on. Here, I'm gonna move the table on my screen so you can see what I'm talking about. My arm. What was I trying anyway? I already forgot what I was saying. Oh, my arm. It's supposed to reference like the muscles and the bones that are already in your arm. So like, let's say there's no skin, the yellow part of my arm is all the muscles that would be shown, and then the white part is the bone structure of everything. Mm-hmm. And it took a really long time to get it that way. And I really liked the way that she did it. I felt like she, got the idea down to like perfect. So I don't really want to change anything about it just because it's so close to what I originally wanted. I think keeping it this way is best.
It's definitely an interesting concept for an arm.
Yeah.
Road Draws asked, what is your favorite thing to do in your free time?
That's a good question. I just recently obtained a bunch of free time. So,
Oh.
yeah.
So what do you do?
I used to work a lot, but now I
see.
don't because I quit my job because it's bad. But now I have free time. So, recently I've been making candles. Lots of candles. I
How
really
does
like
one make a
candles.
candle? I have no idea.
You make candles. You just do it, man. I had no clue. I didn't watch any YouTube videos or anything. I was like scrolling on my phone one day and I was like, man, I need a new hobby. And candles, like, I wanted to do soaps originally, but soaps is hard. And it also takes a really long time for soap to cure before you can even use the soap. And I don't have patience. So candles was the next because it's, basically the same concept, just like less time to wait. And I can make them pretty. And so yeah, so I picked up candle making. I really wanted to have a candle making business. I thought that would be like a really cute side hobby, but I got too busy with work and I was like, you know what? I just make candles just to make candles.
Are you
Takes
planning
too
on
long.
making your VTuber the face of your candle business? Integrating both?
Funny enough. Yes. Actually, yes. Not like in the way that would not the Malva kind of way, the Marosa kind of way. I thought that keeping the last name would be really cute because I can't come up with a whole nother name. It took me so long to come up with this name. There's no way I could come up with another one. So I thought, I already do VTubing. People already kind of know the name, relatively know the name. If I made a candle and people would be like, whoa, candle. I like candles. And I like Malva. I'll get candle made by Malva, So yeah, so I would keep the last name. But like not be like VTuber candles, buy my merch, buy this, buy no, it'd just be like it's just the name. The name is just the same.
scented candle.
Yeah. I don't want to do that. It's a little sketchy.
You don't want to be
just the name would be
that
the-
sus? I mean,
No,
it
I
makes
don't
money
be that.
apparently.
I don't
If
want to
hot
make
tub
money
water,
that way.
like, can make money, I'm sure e-girl scented hair candle, whatever.
I'll just put a lock of my hair in each candle, and you have to find it. You can make a Malva shrine if you wanted. It's kind of creepy.
So Lintwood asked, can you picture
Oh.
things in your head? Like, if you sit down, can you imagine an object like an apple in your head?
Like an apple, like a fucking apple, God damn it! No, I can't. If I close my eyes and I cover my hands over my eyeballs and I squeeze and I think, there is no apple. There is no apple. There's nothing in my head. I see blackness. I don't see apple. I do not see it.
I know there is a condition for that, but I don't remember what it is.
Condition? I can't see the apple.
I know there's something exactly
Wow.
that I've heard, but I can't remember from the top of my head what it is.
Yeah.
But you are a special candle,
I'm
apparently.
special because I can't see the apple.
But
Right.
what's your favorite candle scent?
My favorite candle scent.
Is it Rosa scent?
I'm a big fan. This is one scent specific. It's from a website called Candle Signs. Okay, specific. Y'all want to smell this smell? They sell 1 ounce bottles for like $3 plus shipping. It's called English Gardens. Okay, it is a very floral scent. If you like to smell flowers, if you like wearing your cottage core dresses and frolicking in the fields of the daisies and the daffodils, that's what this smells like. Okay, and
So
it's
allergies?
It's a beautiful smell. Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Just frolicking in the flowers.
Frolicking in the
with-
allergies.
Just like, I could just see my eyes just start to water
Yeah.
immediately. It's just like,
It's a good. I think it's a good smell, but it is depending on how much you use, It's strong. It's really strong.
I think it might
it's
be
so nice.
Aphantasia, but I can't remember if that is correct. The being unable to picture something in your head, which is fine. I mean,
Yeah,
just
totally fine.
just look
Yeah.
at an apple. It'll be okay. Or smell
Just
it through the
yeah,
candle.
just smell the smell the. I can smell the apple. I just can't see the damn apple. But it's fine. It's fine. I don't need to see the apple.
Where's
Does it
the
make you
apple?
want to throw a ring in a volcano?
Uh,
That's funny. I actually just watched Lord of the Rings the other day too. and I
I've
seen
tried, but I tend to
You
fall
tried.
asleep.
I can't. Long movies kill me. If it's longer than like an hour 40, I need a break. I have a peanut brain and I no attention span, short patience. Long movies are just bad.
See, if I'm going to watch a long movie, I need to be playing a game in like to be able to watch the long movie because I need stimulation. I'm pretty sure I have ADHD, so I'm like I need to be doing something. I just can't sit there like a fucking idiot looking at the screen.
I get you.
So I need to do stuff. So back on VTubing instead of not being able to see the apple. Did you debut?
I did not. I did not debut. I just started streaming. I think it was March 18th of this year, and that was the first day I just did it. You know, I didn't have. I mean, now I kind of do, but at the time, I didn't have Malva lore. I was just me, you know, just vibing, and having a debut was kind of wonky to me, just because I didn't have any information to share. You know, like I could talk about me, but like me and Malva are different, you know. So it's like I don't want to talk about myself and then later be like, oh yeah, well this is about Malva on Malva's debut, you know. It just so I didn't really do it. I was considering maybe later, but like people already know me. There's no need to dedicate an entire stream to just talking more about myself because I don't like doing that as
I mean,
well, you
that's
know.
the VTuber life. You just gotta talk about yourself. Everyone's interested.
I know, right? What a coincidence. Not even how ironic. Ironic is the word. Not like
I mean, you could do the Twitter reveal of your model again.
You're right.
See
I'll
what
bait
happens.
out another one. You know. Oh my god, new Malva 2.0, and it's just the same model.
It's just the same model. You maybe changed one eye, and that was it. And,
yeah.
But they have to
recolored
reach
or something.
like
Yeah.
200 likes or something to see that change. Everyone's like screaming in the background. It's like, what changed? Nothing changed. It's like, look at my face. All pixely. So what animes do you watch and what's your favorite one?
I don't actually watch a lot of anime. I just finished Spy X Family. That one was cute. I like that one. I'm watching Fruits Basket with some friends. That one's pretty cute. I got a Fruits Basket backpack. It's really cute. I like that anime a lot.
So no horror anime.
No. I don't mess with horror anime. I watched Chainsaw Man. Is that what it's called? I think so.
I think so.
I don't know if that counts as it, but I did watch that one.
I wouldn't know. I've never seen it. But I know of it.
I watched it. I've watched it, and I had bragging rights because there's a little dog in and I won't spoil it, but there's a dog, okay, and the dog has a chainsaw coming out of his head, okay, and the dog's name is Pochita, okay. Pochita follows me on Twitter, and I have all the bragging rights for that. Except Pochita did call me a furry, which I don't appreciate.
Wait, what?
And I'm not.
Hold on.
He called me a furry. I'm not furry. I don't have any.
Where's
Oh
the
my
furry? What do you
I
mean?
know. I don't even have any I don't have any animalistic features. I'm just a person, literally a person, and apparently Pochita thinks I'm a furry. So.
I mean, maybe if your hair counts as fur, but that's a stretch, though.
I mean, we have the same color, so like maybe Pochita. If I'll just put a chainsaw on my head, and then we'll be the same. I'm gonna do that now. That's gonna be my next hit tweet.
Rigger, please.
Yeah.
We need an artist to draw a chainsaw coming out of her head,
yes,
please.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So you're now gonna change your categories to furry.
I
Okay.
guess so. I'll put it in my tags. Might as well.
Furry, and then like they come to your channel. It's like, where's the fur? What the fuck? I'm being trolled.
I am the furry.
I am
Sorry to
furry.
disappoint.
Oh god. Honestly, you probably get more traffic that way. I don't know. Maybe we all need the furry tag. So who was your inspiration for VTubing?
Me. I'm my own inspiration. I didn't know any VTubers when I was asked to do this, and I also didn't do any research on it. I just kind of was like, okay, bust out the phone and be me. So I don't have anybody that kind of like, I want to be like this person one day. Shout out to my mods. I want to be like my mods one day. They do the best mod work. But no, I don't really have a person that I look up to. I just kind of vibe, kind of vibe. I'm my inspiration. I'll do what I do, and I'll go where I go.
Okay. Okay, so this is a long one. So we're doing it
Yeah.
in pieces, okay?
Okay.
To help
okay.
you out. So what is your what is your strongest improvement for your stream?
My strongest improvement is quitting my job.
Okay.
My job was really bad,
Soul
and
Soul sucking?
yes, soul sucking. Yes, it was awful. It was terrible. And I would work long hours, and at like 12 to 13, sometimes like 14, 15, because I didn't have like a set schedule. I was kind of there until somebody came, and people were always late, so I'd never know when I come home. And on those days, I couldn't stream because I like to kind of keep my stuff consistent. And starting if I didn't start at 9, I wasn't gonna start. Even if it was an hour earlier, an hour later, I'd get home and it would be time to start, and I was like, no, I can't do it. Too tired. So
That's fair.
yeah, and then the day, I'd start at like 4 or 5 in the morning too, the next day. So even if I streamed at night, I'd only be able to do like an hour or two because I had to wake up so early in the next morning. So it just took a lot of time, and it didn't really leave me any room to actually be able to stream. But now that I quit and I got a new job, I have more free time, and I have more time to kind of be more lenient. If I want to stream, I can. If I don't, I don't. Instead of it being like I can't because I actually can't, it's more like I can't because I just don't want to. And I'd rather have the freedom to kind of like do what I please with my schedule and when I want to, rather than like having to kind of do it because this is the only time I have to do it. So quitting was probably the best thing, best improvement so far. Now that I get to do it more.
Real Chad move there too. Just like, fuck you, job.
Basically, bro.
Okay, so on the opposite side, what is the weakest part of your stream?
Consistency, I, now it's okay. Now I can be more consistent. But before, with the job and everything, it was really hard to be consistent. I could not stream. Like I physically could not. I either didn't have the energy because of the day that I had, or had to get up so early that I didn't have time to actually do it. And that was kind of really, affecting everything that I did, because before, when I first started, I had time. I would stream like, I don't know how I would stream. Don't quote me on this, but at more than 7 times. I would stream more than 7 times a month. And these last like 2 to 3 months, I've barely gotten like 5 or 6 in a month. So consistency and actually streaming have been the harder part, just because I couldn't. But I'm hoping to kind of fix that, and be able to stream more, be more consistent with my times and my days, stuff like that.
Okay, but at least and you're gonna hopefully
Yeah,
tackle
hopefully
that throughout
work on it.
the rest of the year. Now that you quit your job, it should be
Yeah.
better. I still can't make a schedule because my life is hectic. So I just stream whenever I can.
Yeah, it do be like that sometimes.
Honestly, the only consistency I have is whenever I get interviews in. That's been my consistent thing now. But yeah. So what is the most recent improvement you've had on your stream?
I haven't streamed in a while.
So just going live.
Today is the improvement. I started today.
Let's go.
No, I think the most recent improvement that I've done, people haven't really been able to see it because I'm kind of like slowly collecting everything as I go. I did mention that my 1 year is coming up, so I've been buying a lot of like art. I've been buying a lot of promotional things for it. I think just kind of setting up for this is the improvement that I needed, because it kind of, I don't know what I was gonna say.
It seems like you're being a lot more
Yeah.
serious, is what it sounds
Yeah,
like.
I'm trying to take these things more serious.
And if you try, eventually it'll stick, you know?
Yeah, hopefully.
Hopefully. I mean, I'm trying to do interviews here, and it seems like I'm the interview guy now, so something's sticking.
Yeah.
So, as long as you try, you'll get there. Okay, so what is your end goal for streaming, VTubing?
That's a hard one. I didn't really have an end goal. All I know is, and I don't mean this to offend anybody, but
Go ahead,
I
offend them.
don't.
Do it.
I'm
Do it.
offending you all. I don't want to be a VTuber. Okay, I said it. I do not have any plans to do this long term.
Okay.
I did it because I thought it would be a fun hobby, and that's kind of what kept me going. Is just like same with the candles, it'd be fun. It was a fun thing that I thought I could take up and have a really good time doing. But I do have a lot of plans, like for my life and stuff, things that I want to do, and sitting in front of a computer and playing video games for a bunch of people is just not really something that I want to,
Do
permanently. Yeah, long term, exactly. Yeah, like it's fun, and I've met a bunch of wonderful people, and I have so much fun playing games with everybody, and I really like streaming. It's good. It's just I don't think I could do this for a very long time. I say that, but I like to be outside. I like to do things. I like to go out. I'm gonna change that. I'm gonna change my answer. I like the idea of going out and doing things and because I only go outside if I have to go to work. I do not have a lot of IRL friends, and it's really awkward to go out and do things by yourself. At least I think that it's really awkward to the point where I won't do it. But I think because I'm so stuck on the being inside and playing video games all day because we don't have any other options kind of thing, is making me not want to do this long term, because I can't be inside all day. I gotta go out. I gotta explore the world. Gotta do my own thing,
So you gotta put your grippers on the grass.
Yeah, put my grippers. Yeah. Exactly.
Okay. So so eventually you'll roll back into the real world.
Hopefully. Yeah.
So does that mean you're going to quit Twitch and VTubing altogether, or are you just planning on being a voice or just a chat, a lurker, things like that, while you go and enjoy the outside?
So, I don't know. I never watched Twitch when the whole thing about being a VTuber, I didn't know anything. I did not watch Twitch. I did not know what VTubing was. I don't have any social media. Like, being a VTuber is what got me back into everything, okay? So, I just don't like... It's same thing with movies, If I don't like watching long movies. And same thing with Twitch streams. I don't like watching long Twitch streams. I just get bored. I have no patience. I just need to know when things end, kind of. And I like to watch my friends, because they're talking to me. And it's kind of like, we're talking. It's like conversation. Like, I'm hanging out with them. But they're doing their own thing and I'm doing my own thing, which is nice. But, like, outside of my friends, I probably wouldn't watch other people on Twitch. And then in regards to VTubing itself, I probably, if I could, given the chance, I would kind of keep doing it just as a hobby, I don't have intentions to go long term. I mean, hobbies go as long as hobbies go. If I like it, I keep doing it. If I don't, then I stop doing it, kind of thing. So, I guess I'll kind of just see where the hobby takes me. I just know that it is a hobby. It is strictly a hobby, and I wouldn't, go anywhere after. That's not what I want to say. I wouldn't make it anything more than a hobby. So, if I had the time, I would.
No plans on making a 24-hour stream, things like that. Real.
I think I did do a 12-hour though.
How? How did you do that?
I don't remember. I think I did. It was either I was doing something. I don't remember what I was doing. I don't think it was 12 hours. It was no. I'm sorry. I lied. I'm a liar. Okay.
He's a liar, guys.
It was. I am. I think it was 18 to 20 hours, but
Oh my
not
God.
consistently. Not one consistent stream. So I'd like
okay.
stream, and it would kind of tally up, and that was for my subathon, for my 6-month anniversary subathon. But no, I'm not doing one whole 12 hours. That's just too much. What would I even do for that long? I get bored.
Okay, so on that thing,
Mhm.
I did see. Oh, thank you for the follow. I did see that someone was streaming them sleeping.
Sleeping?
Yes, they
You
were.
guys want to watch me sleep? I'll sleep for you. Hell yeah. I'll sleep.
I mean, if
I'd
people
be-
will watch TikTok for 12 hours, I'm sure that.
I'm one of those people. It's addicting, man. I just can't help it. Sometimes I watch movies on TikTok, okay? People will upload the 3-minute clip of the movie, and I'll just scroll their whole page to watch the movie. But I won't watch it on a movie. I'll watch it on TikTok, because I can take breaks, and if I want to stop, I'll stop. But that's just fun. Yeah, I spend a lot of time.
That is such a bizarre way of watching a movie. How do you know you didn't skip anything?
I don't know. I don't
I would be so pissed.
Yeah.
Plus, there's no way of organizing it on TikTok, too, so...
No, there's not. You either have to follow the person, or there's a tab in your settings where you can look at your watch history, and I just kind of scroll through my watch history to pick up on the last place that I watched it, kind of thing. It's not that hard, but it's definitely inconvenient. You can just watch the movie and go back to the timestamp that you stopped, but it's just, I don't know.
Why would you do that? Why do you enjoy pain? That sounds
I don't
so
know.
bad.
I don't know. I don't even mean that this happens. I get invested, Sometimes my brain just clicks, and I'm like, this is what I'm gonna do for the next 3 hours, I can't sit there and watch a movie for 3 hours, but it's on TikTok. Well, maybe I could,
Oh
Love
my
a
God.
TikTok movie day. I could do that. That'd be fun.
Oh, talking on movies, I did see someone that was streaming the timer that they started. They were doing a watch
Yeah.
party, and they were just streaming the timer, but yet still commentating on the
Mhm.
movie. They were watching Ratatouille, and I was like, "This is content. I love staring at a
that.
timer."
If
And not
you, I
knowing
think
what is
Twitch
happening.
Twitch fixed that. There's an option now where if it's Amazon Prime movies, you can actually
Ah,
stream now. I'm pretty sure.
yes.
There's, a
My
setting for
selection
it,
of
which I was like,
Amazon fucking movies. Yes, that's what we're
I
gonna
bet
watch.
Ratatouille's on there. Probably, pay $2 and it's fine.
Oh yes, what a selection! I can't wait to get started on streaming Amazon movies. What a joy! What a treat!
Better than TikTok.
Okay, yeah. If I have to watch TikTok movies, no, fuck that shit. I'd rather watch an Amazon fucking movie. Sweet Jesus, no, my brother. Why? Why would you do that? Okay, so back on no, I'm not doing TikTok. Back on
Not TikTok.
back
Okay.
on streaming. So, do you have any plans on moving to YouTube?
What do you mean by moving to you? Like stop streaming on Twitch and stream on YouTube, kind of?
Exactly.
Okay. No, I would not probably. I have a YouTube channel,
Mhm.
but I just upload all of my VODs, because someone told me to do that. So I was like, okay. I thought Twitch kind of just saved all your VODs all the time, but apparently after a while they go away.
30 days.
So,
yeah,
that's sad.
that is sad.
Well,
All my content
Anyway.
disappears.
literally, no. That's sad. But yeah, so I started uploading my VODs to YouTube now just because, someone told me that they go away. So I didn't want them to go away. So I made a YouTube channel, but I've already I wouldn't want to say built, but built is probably the word. I've already built and established my community here on Twitch. I have I'd like to think I have a decent following. I'm very proud of what I have right now. So I think just starting over is kind of like a That's a lot of work.
It is.
Thanks.
It really
Yeah.
would be. And
Yeah, it's like the soap, takes too fucking long. And I hate soap.
oh my god. So
Everything
what's,
is just like soap. That's it.
is that your meter to see?
I
Like,
guess
can I
so.
make soap within this time? If it is, it's too
Yeah,
long.
if it's out of soap range, then no. If it's in soap range, then yes. That's how I measure.
That's fair. That's how I used to price my
Yeah,
food.
yeah.
I mean, back when I was still a youngling, what was it? Cheese bread from Hungry Howie's was like $8, and so
Mhm.
I was like, well, why would I pay this much money for a burger and fries, which is like $10-12, when I could just go to my favorite pizza place, pay $8, and still have money left over? Dude, Chad, let's go. Like, easily.
Yeah.
I'll save money.
I always based my money on time. I never like considered money as money. It's always like, okay, if this costs like, oh, now I gotta be realistic. Hold on. Say $15. Okay, something costs $15. It's not $15. It's an hour's worth of work. Everything was always in time related things. And same thing. It goes with the soap. That's why I hate time. Everything's time, and it's too long, too much. Yeah, I'm impatient.
I see. So what's your YouTube? Malva Morosa, candle making expert at YouTube.com?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, the whole thing.
Oh, frolicking in the English. What was it?
Frolicking in the fields with the daffodils and the allergies.
In the-
Yeah,
All
all
right.
in one Google search.
At
Okay?
YouTube.com.
At YouTube. Yeah.
Can't wait
I
to
wonder if
smell
I can
allergies.
change my Twitter name to be that. Do you think it's too long?
Maybe
be.
Malva Morosa, frolicking in the fields.
Gotcha,
Sounds like
gotcha,
an
gotcha.
anime, honestly.
Like one of those really long title ones.
That it's
Dang.
like a comedy romance.
It's not even a title. Yeah, it always is that. Always comedy romance, and it's always something like super weird. It doesn't have anything to do with the show. Like there's this one, I can't remember what it's called, but I know the gist is like I got trapped in a video game and somehow got to level like 4,000 or something, and I don't know. I swear it's a real thing. It is a real thing. It's about this.
Actually, I
I'm
think
gonna
I
Google it.
saw that one. It was I got reincarnated as a spider or some shit, or a slime. Was it that
Yeah,
one?
that time I got reincarnated as a slime, I think. Maybe.
Yeah, I think I
There's
just saw
another
the
one.
synopsis for that one. And I was like, what is this shit? I was like, this looks interesting. I'll watch it.
I'm Googling it. I know there's another one. I've been killing slimes for 300 years and maxed out my level. That's the name of the anime. If y'all want, I swear it's a real thing. I swear I will send you the wiki because I this is what I'm talking about. They're both very nice animes. I have not watched either of them. I just make fun of them. But maybe I will. I would consider watching.
Okay, I just look at the title. It doesn't. What the? It doesn't.
I
even,
told
like,
you!
It doesn't match at all.
That's literally what the whole anime is about, is that she's just been in this video game world killing slimes, and then, like, she didn't even realize it, that she was, like, the highest, like, maxed out level person in this game. So she was, like, super strong. She didn't even realize it. It's a real thing.
It
I
does.
promise.
It does look like your
This
thing
is
would be like
silly.
that.
It's silly.
Okay, so we're gonna move to the VTubing community.
Okay.
What do you love or enjoy from the VTubing community?
In what regards? Like, just anything, or specifically?
VTubing, streaming, support. What was your experience with the community? Things like that. Because we are in a community, right?
Yeah.
You do know this,
Cult
right?
more.
Cult,
It's
yeah.
not community. Cult.
Cult.
Yeah.
VTubing cult.
I really like. I really like how creative everybody is. There's, of course, obviously, there's only so many like categories or types of VTubers you can be. So obviously there's gonna be some like cross between it. Everyone's gonna be a cat. Not everyone.
Yeah.
Some people are gonna be a cat. Some people are gonna be a dog. But like people always have their own variation of it. And I think I really, really like that people put their own even though things are, relatively similar amongst a lot of the VTubers, they still have their own personal touches to it. And I just like, seeing everybody be so creative because it's so cute. And I didn't know that this was a thing until I started doing it. And I was like, damn, there's a lot of creative people out here who know how to do this kind of thing. And obviously, D&D, I found out that was a thing. And that's just cool as balls, too. So
Through
the whole
VTubing?
concept is just, through VTubing.
That's crazy. I would have never
know.
thought you would have learned D&D through VTubing. They seem
I
like
did.
total opposite things, but I guess
I don't know.
I guess the role play aspect.
Yeah, the make your character. That's how I learned about D&D. Was the whole like,
Ah.
you VTuber, you make your lore, you make your character, you pick your things, and then same thing with D&D. You make your character, you pick your lore, you pick your things. It's just kind of the same. So, yeah, I
Yeah,
did learn it that.
I guess
It's
that
kind of
makes sense.
crazy. Yeah,
It'd be
but
great to see.
I like how
a,
creative everyone is. It's nice.
I would like to see a D&D VTuber. like
D&D V2.
yeah, like
Isn't that
we-
just everybody? I mean, we all could be D&D if we wanted. We just have
yeah,
to
but
make
we
our,
just
like,
literally
stat
pick up
things.
our character, throw it into a campaign, and be like, okay, so this is
That'd be
us.
cool.
We're the anime people.
I'd do that. That sounds fun.
What class would you be?
I don't know that far into the game. I'd be,
A barbarian,
be-
clearly.
yeah. Whatever they do, I'll be that. Yeah. I'll be the guy that's like the human guy that's like the NPC that's in the town that gives you your quests. I'll be the quest guy.
Help me!
I think I could do good
have
quests.
a sack of money. Don't rob me.
I lied. Oh my god, I lied. I know one. I'm gonna be the bard.
Oh.
I'd be the bard. I'd be a badass bard. I could sing. I could play my ukulele for you. I'd be the bard. I'd be a great bard. That's my class. If we ever did do a group D&D as VTubers, Malva the bard, and it matches me frolicking in the daffodils and the allergies, I'd
Making
play my
candles
ukulele for you, and there you go.
and
That's
make
how
a
we-
candle.
And make it candles. I'm a candle bard. That's beautiful. Beautiful.
No
I
soap.
love it.
No soap though.
No soap. No soap.
There you heard it, friends. Malva the Bard. Someone
Malva the
commission that
Bard.
shit. Make a D&D character out of it. Okay.
Love that.
And then on the opposite side of that, what do you dislike about the VTubing community?
Is this the restricted part? I'm gonna take that as a yes.
No.
I don't know. I don't really. I don't have a. I mean, obviously, there's things that I just don't like just because I don't like them, and that's just me, not because of like. There's a stigma about not liking this. I just don't like it just because I don't like it.
Okay, what
And
don't you like? Let's go with
People, lewd tubers specifically, who
Mhm.
don't censor their content
that.
on Twitter. Okay, if you do not, I know people see that fucking button. Okay, all you gotta do, press it, press the button. Okay, I'm sorry, but I scroll Twitter while I'm at work and in public places. Okay, I don't need to be seeing boobies
Boobas?
while I'm in the real world. It's just kind of awkward, and I just personally like lewd stuff. Lewd topics make me like extremely uncomfortable, so I always try to avoid like. I don't go out of my way to be friends with lewd tubers, just because like it's their content, and I know they're not going to change their content just because I'm around. So I try my best to kind of, pick and choose my friends based on what I'm comfortable with and what they do and stuff like that. But there's always a retweet every now and then from somebody that I follow, and sometimes it doesn't have censors on it, and it's just like, all right, I've crossed the line,
It's
No,
like,
thanks.
Oh, Bulba's on stream, and then someone's staring at your phone just randomly. And it's like they just see
No, like,
big old blue
I-
titties, like from like a furry animal, the big old blue titties.
Yeah, I'm good,
They
and I
look
feel
at you.
bad about it sometimes, because like that's it's just a personal thing, I just personally, I'm not comfortable with lewd topics, and I'm not comfortable with lewd people, and I tried not to be friends with lewd tubers. Obviously, there's a few cases where I met them and became friends with them, and then I found out that they were leaning more towards the looter side, and it was like, oh, well, I already befriended this person, so I'm not gonna like,
So bam.
never mind, and dip, So
I mean, you could.
there's a, I could, but I like my friends, so. But there are times where I just like, if I see it and it's uncensored, no offense, but I just immediately unfollow the person. I don't know. I like to follow a lot of people. I like to keep my Twitter feed fresh, new content, new peeps. But like sometimes I don't dig too deep into people and then I see it and I'm just like, all right, never mind. Unfollow. No, that's the only reason. You retweeted uncensored nasties. Get out of here.
While I'm at work.
While I'm at work! Yes!
And now people won't make eye contact with me because they think I'm a weirdo.
I can't. Oh my god. I can't.
Never happened to me. Never.
Never. Yeah. Definitely. It's how it's gonna happen to some people, At least once. Once in your whole VTubing career, you're gonna see a pic of uncensored boobies. And then that's it. Whole world's gonna come crumbling down.
Yeah.
Then your coworkers are gonna think you're a weirdo. And how do you explain that to people, Oh, sorry, I didn't mean for, that to pop up. It just...
Oh, sorry. I'm totally on Twitter, guys. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. That's just me, being uncomfortable with it. And not really, because I don't like... because there's a stigma behind it. It's just a me thing. I just don't personally swing that way,
I see. And would you ever do the chat thing and just show it to him and be like, so what do you think of this? And it's just
no
fucking blue furry boobs.
Yeah, definitely.
Just be the aggressor, so that way they're uncomfortable and you're not. You show dominance.
Damn, I'll consider. I consider one day. Maybe you're right. Maybe I need to put my foot down and revolt.
Like an anime.
Yeah. They'll make an anime about me, about my booby revolution.
Furry booby.
They'll be a hit.
Furry.
Yeah.
Furry
Gotta put
boobies.
the furry in there. Let Pochita know,
With candle dripping on them.
Yeah.
So yeah. Can't get more lewd than that. So did you ever were you ever a flesh tuber?
No and yes.
What
and
was that sound?
It's okay. I was a
Okay.
flesh tuber for one day.
One day.
One day.
Can someone find that one day, please?
No, you cannot find that one day because it has been burned and it's gone. It's just gone. Okay. I did it for one day. And funny enough, I streamed Heavy Rain. Okay. And funny fucking enough, there's a scene in Heavy Rain with a girl and, her boobies come, her pixelated boobies come on the screen and I knew that it was going to come. Okay. So I knew. I put up, I made my face big, okay? So that way you couldn't see it, okay? Because I knew. Someone told me that was going to come up, and I had to be careful, okay? And I put my face up, over the screen, and then for some fucking reason, I fucked up, and, instead of clicking the lock button to, lock your... I use Streamlabs, okay? For a better reference. Streamlabs has these buttons next to your thing, and it's a lock button to make your things not move on the screen, and then a I button and it shows it on the screen, and then a trash button. Well, I didn't click the lock button. I clicked the I button, which hid my face instead of covering the boobies, and then the whole boobie was on the screen, and I was like, well, fuck, there goes my streaming career. Twitch is gonna ban me if I become a streamer, so I stopped doing it. That was my last stream ever.
No.
I literally stopped right after that scene happened. I deleted the VOD, I deleted my account, and that was it. I could not do it anymore. I didn't want to get banned. I was so scared of retaliation, and so yeah. Turns out it didn't matter, I read the Twitch rules, and it's okay if, the boobies pop up while you're playing a game. As long as the game doesn't revolve around boobies, then it's fine. But I didn't know that at the time, so I was just like, yeah, I'm done.
Rip.
And I quit.
Rip
So.
Yeah, career ever.
Yeah.
Oh
so no face tuber for Malva.
Would you say that is the biggest quote unquote mistake you ever did on streaming?
Yeah.
Just
I
flash
haven't done
boobies.
anything. I haven't done anything too scandalous yet. I just flash boobies sometimes in games. That's all, Not too scandalous, It's just some boobies. It's fine.
Yeah, we all have them.
Yeah. Funny enough, somebody just mentioned in my chat, I played Heavy Rain again as Malva, okay? And that same scene came up, and I still messed up blocking the boobies. I put up the picture on my screen, okay? It's like, it was a picture of my eyes, Malva's eyes, okay? And I put it on the screen, except for like an inch on the top, because that's where my like recent follower, recent sub bar was. And I figured that the bar was big enough that it would cover that portion of the screen that was missing.
Mm-hmm.
And a fucking course, it wasn't even like a quarter of an inch big, okay, of the hole between the top of my screen and the top of the recent follower and recent sub, okay, quarter of an inch, not that big. And the boobie just so happened to peek through that quarter of an inch. And yeah, so I messed that scene up twice, even though both times I knew it was coming. My game just doesn't like me. I just messed that up too many times.
So what you're saying is, not only are you an expert in candle making, you're also great at censoring boobies.
yeah, I'm a very good boobie censor. Yeah.
So if you ever need boobies censored, contact Malva. She won't show any to anyone.
I won't get your account banned. I swear. Pinky promise. Your account will be
only
fine.
ever done this twice, so
Only twice. Messed up both times, but it's fine. It's fine.
that's so funny.
Yeah.
The booby incident.
Unfortunate booby incident.
So, if you were to start VTubing all over again, what would you change?
I would probably change my model, and kind of like the theme behind my model. Don't get me wrong, I love steampunk. I love what I've done with Malva. But again, I had no time. I had a week to kind of throw something together, and as much as I like everything that I've done, it's too similar to me. Too similar to the point where, like, I see myself instead of me seeing Malva. And obviously everybody sees Malva, because you only know me as Malva. But I don't see Malva, I see me. And I don't want that. So if I was given the chance to kind of restart everything, I would definitely, take longer to come up with a theme for what I wanted to do as a VTuber. Maybe, debut. I wanted to have one of those. They look cute. They look fun. I think more time is just what I needed. If I started over, more time would be great. Just to kind of figure everything out, Because I didn't know anything, I went on to 5. The first purchase I bought was those like screens and stuff. The just chatting screens and the game overlay screens. I just bought what was like the first one that popped up to me. I never really took time to like look into artists or look into what like stuff I kind of liked. It was only till like later on in my VTubing is when I was like, oh yeah, I like this style. I like this theme. I think this looks good. I like this person's art, I think more time. That final answer, more time. More time would be great if I started over.
And is there a reason you don't like seeing yourself in Malva? That is an interesting I've never heard that, actually. So I'm quite curious about that.
Just because, I IRL am a very shy and non-talkative person, and I don't go out much. So being Malva gives me the chance to, like, be more extroverted, be more talkative, meet new people, because I don't make friends. I'm terrified of people. People are scary. But, like, being Malva has given me the opportunity to kind of step out of that comfort zone,
Mm-hmm.
And I use Malva as, like, that comfort zone escape is Malva. But every time I look at Malva, I just see me. And it's like, how can I step out of that comfort zone if that comfort zone is, like, it's hard to explain, I guess,
Indeed,
I'm uncomfy being me.
That
yeah,
you have that, have that
I
situation.
do. It's so weird, I feel better being Malva. I like the personality and like how extroverted and how fun and how talkative I am when I'm Malva, and then just seeing me, because I'm not that, IRL, I'm not the woo yay frolic in the fields,
Frolic in
Yeah,
the
it's just-
fields. Make
Yeah,
soap.
I don't frolic in the fields. I sit in the shed and I watch the fields, and yeah. So I think if I saw less of myself, I think I'd be a little happier. Not to say I'm not happy, but it's just kind of weird. It's just kind of weird. It feels fake, and I don't like that because I want to feel like I could frolic in the flowers and make the soap, but right now I can't. And seeing me not be able to, and also seeing this person trying to be able to, as like my VTuber, it's like mixed emotion. It's a weird feeling.
Quite interesting.
Yeah. My mod says, quote unquote, don't be yourself, Malva 2023. I endorse that. Put my face on it. Be somebody else. Be who you want to be, not yourself.
Don't pick a model that's you. Then.
Yeah. Don't do that. Take longer. Definitely take long. The alter ego isn't alter egoing enough. Yes! That's a good way to put it, I guess. Yeah.
And have you
It's
made
like Batman.
long-lasting friends while VTubing?
I'd hope so, I hope the people here still like me enough to I mean, I talk to I have at least the people that are here right now, Lynn and Budding and Deem. I talk to them almost every single day, so I'd hope they consider me friends enough to be long-lasting besties. Hopefully, maybe, I don't know.
She's doing the puppy dog eyes. While
can't
staring
do
at the camera.
Yeah, but
So, let's see. While streaming, what makes you the most happy? Your silence is deafening.
I gotta think of an answer. What was the question?
While you're streaming, what makes you the most happy?
What makes me okay? Probably just talking to people. Hot take. I love streamers that talk to their community as if we're friends. I like to consider all of the people that I meet and all of the people that show up in my chat and stuff. I like to consider them my friends, regardless if I've ever talking to you or if I don't talk to you as much or we hung out one time. I like to consider everybody my friend, regardless of the actual status of our friendship. And I really like that feeling of just having friends around. Streaming feels like a hangout sesh rather than just kind of like putting myself apart. Like streamer x viewer, it's more like Malva x everybody's my friend kind of thing. And I like feeling that way. I like feeling that I have a lot of friends that like to talk to me kind of.
Do most people not do that? Question mark?
I don't know. I
Okay.
like I don't know, like there's only really so much reference you have, and you kind of just like a lot of small indie VTubers just kind of like reference off of the bigger VTubers, and like the bigger VTubers, it is streamer X viewer, there's just so many people you can't they're your fans, I don't want to consider people my fans. I don't consider people my friends. So I'd hope that more people view like indie VTubing as a good way to make friends and stuff like that. And I hope people don't just solely view it as like streamer X viewer, X fan, X not friends kind of thing. So,
Interesting. Okay. So, on the opposite note, what frustrates you while you're streaming?
My mods, they're mean to me. They hurt my feelings sometimes. They're lovely people, but
They bully you?
mean.
Is that what
They're
you're
bullies.
saying?
They're bullies. My mods are bullies. They're so mean. I can't see the apple. I can't read. I have floof brain, and they're just meanies. They're mean. Apparently, that's like the thing that everybody's mods are meaning now. So
Well, yeah, because they're supposed to make you stronger, so that way, when they bully you,
yes,
and then someone
I
bullies
know.
you IRL, you're just like, my mods are worse. And be like, oh, you're a streamer? It's like, no, I'm the streamer. Okay,
I was prepared for this. Okay.
you can't bully me harder than my mods. So
Exactly.
toughen
Sorry,
you up.
Lynn. I had to call you out a bit. Oopsies.
Okay, so are you happy with your current stream setup?
What does that mean? Stop living. I don't know what that
mean?
What does that mean?
So, like, what you have on your screen while you're streaming, are you happy with whatever you bought or what you put in those layers? Or you wish to change
well,
them?
funny enough, I don't know if you can tell or not, but my model is lagging out. Like this last 15 minutes, my model has been lagging out. And it's because my computer just randomly decided to tell me that I needed an update. And if I don't
we love
update,
those.
if I don't update right before I stream, then my model lags. And of course, that's just happening right now. And I'm not going to update in the middle of the collab. So I was going to suck it up a bit.
Is like,
sorry.
I was given no warning. I don't know where she went. Hi, guys.
It'll be a quick 30 minutes. It's fine. Just wait. You know, fill the silence. It's fine. Give me the content.
So are you wishing to upgrade your computer, or is it just...
I'm wishing that it just wouldn't do this right before the stream started, you know? I have only had this problem like 3 times, and it's really annoying that this has happened 3 times, okay? Just the fact that I've been inconvenienced this much is annoying. But I don't really think there's anything I could do, you know? I just bought a new computer, or, just bought new parts for this shit, you know? So, I mean, there's nothing I can do. There's nothing I can do except update and pray that it doesn't need a random update before I click the stream button.
You got the hardware. Now the software is trolling you. That's crazy.
Yeah. Nice, not nice. But yeah, that's really the only issue I have. Maybe get a ring light, because sometimes my mouth tracking is a little awkward. But that is easy fix.
Yeah.
But yeah, just the inconvenience software update.
Well, that's fair. At least that's the only thing. So, so you mentioned soap and candles. Were there any other hobbies that you do or wish to stream those hobbies? You're gonna stream making candles.
I did occasionally the good old Pokemon stream. I used to doodle Pokemon a lot in MS Paint. And before that, before I made candles and before I got a big girl job, I used to paint a lot. I was a painter. And I painted a lot of like anime scenes and from movies and shit like that, you know? So painting was a really big thing that I liked.
Would you ever stream a painting?
I would. I think, painting on... I got a new drawing pad recently, so I do kind of want to start doodling a little bit more. But the only problem with painting... Oh, fuck. My model broke. It's fine. The only thing with painting is that I do traditional more than I do digital. I'm just kind of starting to learn digital. And the only problem with painting is that I don't really have a fake arm. And that's going to be kind of hard to hide, you know?
I mean,
model, bro.
You could probably do a, what are those, those sleeves you put over the arm?
I was thinking of, like, getting white ones, and then I would paint one of them to kind of, like, match my arm. Yeah. I thought that would be kind of cool, you know? But then, like, it's going to be really hard to paint with gloves on. And I don't know. It's just, I thought it's been on the back burner. Just right now, it's kind of like I need to get settled with my schedule before I start throwing in a bunch of other things that are going to mess up the schedule more. So maybe someday in the future.
I eventually hope to do a cooking stream. I do enjoy cooking
Ooh.
and grilling and things like that. But
Mhm.
I don't have the camera set up to be able to do anything
Yeah.
like that. So, and I don't know if I want to
I
use
get
a
you.
GoPro or anything like that. So,
Mhm.
we'll see what comes up. I just barely got the VTubing shit and the Clip
Yeah.
Studio Paint working. So, um,
Mhm.
okay. So, what is one hot take about yourself if you were a hater?
About me? One
Yeah.
hot take about me?
Yeah.
I'm really fucking stupid. Like top tier stupid.
Oh my
Okay. And
god.
it's like that's my hot take is that I'm really dumb. And I don't even mean to be dumb. It just like happens sometimes, you know. And it's I don't mean to, okay? And it's to the point where like honestly, I think if you didn't know me and you were a really big hater, you could probably like assume that I'm faking my dumbness, okay? Because that's how fucking dumb I am sometimes. And wow. Damn. My chat's saying it's not a hot take, it's just accurate.
Damn.
Okay. Damn. Damn. But yeah, I'm
That's your
really
mods
dumb.
for you.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just that's my hot take. I don't even know what a hot take is. What is this not a good enough hot take?
I don't know.
I
Maybe
think
chat
that's
can come
good.
up one for you.
Chat.
If they were
Where's
a hater.
my yeah? Where's my haters at? I need a hater.
Where are they? Why did they
Where's my
leave?
hater? I need a hater.
We'll put you on the
Yeah.
spot. Where are the haters?
Yeah, I think it blonde moments. Yeah, I could have those all the time. Oh, apparently that's not a hot take. That's just apparently people don't sleep with their socks on, and I sleep with my socks on because they get cold.
Wait, every
And
night?
apparently people don't. Yeah, at night when I go to bed. Sleep with
Doesn't
my
that
socks
cut
on.
off your circulation though?
No, what? I'm gonna assume that means that you don't sleep with your socks on.
No, I sleep with bare feet with my toes entangled on my wife's toes, like we're holding hands, like gripper style.
Yeah, gripper style hand holding. Yeah, definitely. But
Doesn't
okay, I guess
everyone do
that's my
that?
hot take. I guess not because that's at my chat's hot take for me is I sleep with socks on, and apparently that's weird for
What?
some reason.
Gasp.
Yes.
What do you mean? You sleep with socks?
I do. My toesies get cold when I sleep, so I sleep with my sockies on. That's it.
So do you own a pair of toe socks as well?
No, I don't own a pair of toe socks. That's weird. That's weird.
Okay.
Toe socks are weird.
Okay, Miss, I sleep with socks on.
Yeah, toe socks are crossing the line.
Are they though?
Yeah, they are. Crossing the line.
How else are you supposed to grip?
Yeah, I guess you're right, man. Gotta get the grippies ready. Who knows? It could be anything. Be crazy. That's why you need grippers open, I guess.
So have you ever had a run-in or dealing with haters? With your
Um,
career?
Kind of. When I first started, I didn't really get a lot of hate. I think the only time that I've ever been like hated on is more in regards to how quickly I've grown as a VTuber. And I like to
Really?
think, yeah, I'd like to think that I've grown pretty quickly, you know. No, you know, not to brag or anything, but 600's a lot, you know. For someone who has no fucking clue what they're doing half the time,
Mm-hmm.
I think I grew really quickly. And then non-relating to my Twitter, because Twitter is just Twitter, you know. But like, even on Twitter, I grew pretty fast as well. It hasn't even been a year yet, and I've already hit 2,000 followers on Twitter, and that's crazy because I don't use social media. But you know, I've kept up with Malva because I figured it would be nice to. But I've gotten a lot of like mean DMs from just a bunch like different people. At least I could name 4 people who have sent me a mean DM just saying like I don't deserve the growth that I've gotten, and I've only gotten the growth because I'm a girl, and you know your model is hot, and that's why people watch you. And it's like that's so mean.
People
I think
watch me
I
because I
put
show
in effort.
bobas on stream. That's what.
Yeah, my boobs jiggle. That's why. That's not because I'm hot. Because my boobs bounce.
No,
That's
it's
why.
because you
Get it
share
right.
fucking risk rain fucking boobs. That's why you've grown.
Yeah, exactly.
You thought your
Get
career
the
ended?
insult right, at least. Come on.
Like you thought it was a career ender. In fact, it grew your stream.
But yeah,
Wow.
I mean, I haven't.
4
People
messages.
haven't been. I mean, yeah, 4. I can say 4. But yeah, people haven't really been too meanies. Too much of a meanie to me. Just because my numbers say one thing, but numbers are wonky. People could have like all of the numbers in the world, and it doesn't correlate to your views, and that's kind of the whole thing about being a Twitch streamer. Your numbers say one thing, but how many of those people actually show up and support you as a person, kind of thing. So it's like I think people saying that you don't deserve the numbers is just like. That's so mean. That's such a mean thing to say. We put work in. We stream. We get up in the morning and not in the morning. I stream in the afternoon, but not in the afternoon. I stream at night. I stream at night. But I put the effort in. I think it's very rude to say that I don't because I like to think that I do.
Yeah.
And same goes for everybody. We all try hard. That's rude to say that we don't. Just because we got jiggly boobs. That's mean.
Yeah. I mean, I come to realize that most of my people were bots. So apparently I've been entertaining bots. So that's cool. That's cool to know.
Oh.
So, I had no idea they were there. But support to the bots.
Yeah. Thanks, bots.
Thanks, bots. Always there supporting me.
Yeah.
So, do you make content for Instagram, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, anything like that?
No, that's fucking soap. Can't do that shit.
Soap.
I do. I have an Instagram. I use my Instagram to post all of the art that I get commissioned. Just because Twitter. I do a lot of shit talking on Twitter. I just fill up my Twitter with like retweets and other random things. But I like to have Instagram just because it's kind of meant for that. For your picture gallery. And I want people to see all the pretty art that I get because I get some really pretty ones. And people draw me, and I like to post all the stuff that people give me as gifts and stuff like that. So I think having Instagram is pretty easy to manage. But TikTok is hard, especially since I'm not like a person. I'm a movie art piece. It's really hard to. I mean, it's not as hard, You just record on here and then send it over to your phone and update it on your phone, and it's just too much. Too many steps I've already said. It's too much, and I don't have the patience for that.
I mean,
I want to.
A quote from you apparently is that is soap.
That is soap. That is soap. I want to do it though. I think going on TikTok is definitely like a really, really good way to up your growth as a VTuber. As a solo indie VTuber, TikTok is probably like even better than Twitter. People come on Twitter, but TikTok, shit, you blow up in like a day. Not even. The chances of you blowing up on TikTok are way higher than chances of you blowing up on Twitter. And, TikTok just has such a big community of people already. You're definitely going to find your target audience the second you start doing it. So I think having a TikTok is definitely a good way to go. It's just I'm lazy, and that's soap. And I don't fuck with soap. So maybe one day I'll do soap.
Please quote that.
Right,
right now. Quote, that's soap. Just
that's soap. I don't.
It's so good. That's such a good quote.
This is beautiful. Thank you.
And you made it up just now. Like
I did. Yeah, it's my thing. Yes.
We here making quotes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's gonna be a biggie wiggy one. So we're gonna chop it up into little pieces.
Okay.
So what is your biggest struggle mentally as a VTuber?
What does that mean? Like,
So do you have any sort of issues when it comes to VTubing? I mean, you said that you can't you seem to have issues. Was it when it comes to like thinking things? I guess is probably the way to say it.
My brain is my issue. Is that what you're trying to say? I don't know. I mean, being a VTuber, it's just a mix of all of my already existing issues that just so happen to be passed on to this person, and a bunch of other people get to like visually see my issues. Aside from the not being able to read properly thing,
You find that hurts your VTubing? That you can't read things correctly?
yeah, I mean, like, it's good content. People think I'm fucking hilarious for some reason. Okay, go ahead, laugh at my stupidity. It gives me content. It's fine. But there's times like what I mentioned about like story games. If I have to read in a game, I automatically hate the game, and I don't like hating games. I like to pick games that I like to play, but I have this big stigma with just like, if I know I can't do something and the thing that I know I can't do comes up, I feel discouraged because like I don't want to play a game that is constantly just me messing up the words, and I don't want people to think that I'm stupid. But like I know it's a thing, I think people know that I'm just silly goofies, Oh, silly goofy Malva for not being able to say this word right. But I'd rather people think I'm silly goofies than stupid. And sometimes I get really self-conscious about that because I can't help that I can't read well, as my brain is broken. But I also don't want people to think I'm like stupid dumb. So it's like, as it's on and it's off, It's funny ha-has when I think it's funny ha-has, but then sometimes I don't think it's funny ha-has. And I don't want people to be like, dang, Malva, you're really fucking dumb, you know that? And I'm like, yeah. So it is discouraging at some points, but,
Has it
not
ever gone
all the time.
to full-blown depression?
No, I think it's just more like being anxious about it, I guess. When it comes up, I'm like, oh shit, I gotta read. What's gonna happen? People I don't think people notice it as much as I notice it,
You
just because
you
like
hype yourself up for a disaster, basically.
Yeah, exactly. So, I don't think people notice it because it's just Malva being Malva. But in my brain, it's like, oh no, I can't do this. And
my nemesis, words.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's soap.
Exactly. Yeah, that's soap. Exactly. Words are soap.
Words are
That's
soap.
all.
Oh god, this is gonna be just expect this to
that's
be
just
a running thing.
I'm gonna put it in my Twitter bio now.
That's soap.
Just soap.
Or you could just be like, through this interview, I've realized that's soap, and then that's it.
That is soap. Yeah, that's how we're gonna rate things on a scale of 1 through soap. How willing you are you to do something?
1 to soap. That's so good.
That's good.
So, what is your biggest struggle physically as a VTuber?
Physically?
Mm-hmm.
Probably pushing the stream button. I am just I'm such a bad streamer. It's not. I don't know. Sometimes I feel obligated to like stream especially now that work is over, not so much, but before, when I did have a lot of work, there would always be at least like 1 to 2 days where I was guaranteed the time to stream. Okay, but after the past few days of work that I've already had, I do not want to do that. Streaming is not something that is in my mind. I want to sleep. I want to take a nap, and I just don't want to use my brain. Okay, and pushing the start stream button has just kind of been a struggle, really, just because, sometimes I just don't want to do it. And sometimes I feel obligated like I have to. And the days that I feel obligated to stream are very like, nah, this isn't a hobby anymore, kind of like feeling to it. So I think just the getting stuck, because once I do it, then I have a good time and I have fun. But it's just the before it starts, looking at that button, it's just like, here we go, But now it's getting better because I don't have the soul-sucking job anymore. So it's like, okay, I can have fun, nothing to worry about. I can do it when I want, on my time, whenever I feel like doing it, kind of thing. So it's a little better now. But before, just pushing that button was like the worst thing about it.
Wow, I didn't know a button could physically drain you.
Buttons, evil button, man.
That button is soap.
The button is soap.
I'm telling you, this
Yeah,
night
this
is
is
gonna be
it.
soap. Okay,
Well, yeah, you know.
so how about emotionally? What is your biggest struggle as a VTuber?
Okay, we're getting into big words. I thought the physically and emotionally are the same. What do you mean by emotionally? Give me an example, if you would.
Um, so clearly you were getting fatigue when you were
Mm-hmm.
starting to stream because of the dread that you were getting.
Yeah.
Did you ever feel, let's go with the negative, sad, or what is it, frustrated, uh, trying to be a VTuber?
I think there was only one time, and it wasn't really sad, and it wasn't frustration. It was more of just my anxiety. I have really bad anxiety, and that kind
Mm.
of pours into a lot of things. Um, when I first started streaming, I was very blessed. Um, I had already had like at least like double digit people watching my streams by the first like month or two of me already kind of kicking in to doing this kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it was very like holy fuck. Like it's scary. Having like a few people is like this is really it's weird that there's people sitting here watching me kind of doing this thing, you know? Because
Yeah.
I just thought it was a hobby. And apparently people find it like interesting enough to kind of like stick around and, you know, want to watch this kind of thing. And there was a time, it happened one day. And I'm very thankful that it only happened once because I know there's a bunch of people who have had it happen multiple times. And just having that one day was already very like, it freaked me out a lot. And it was a day, it was like a Tuesday maybe. Tuesday in the afternoon. And I only had like 4 people watching me on my stream.
Mm-hmm.
And that really made me feel like I did something wrong because before I would have lots of people come and then I immediately like plummeted. And that really I don't want to sound like a bitch or anything. I hope I'm not sounding like I don't know. I don't want to sound mean. I'm being honest. I'm not trying to like flaunt or anything. But you know, when that happened, I was like, "Holy fuck. Maybe I did something wrong. Maybe people didn't like me anymore. Maybe this wasn't what I was supposed to do." I just had like lots of anxiety, and that was very I guess I'd say emotional. That was the one emotional like struggle that I had as a VTuber is I was stuck on this idea that maybe people just kind of like stuck around for a little bit because like of pity or something, and then eventually like the pityness kind of like dropped off, and now there wasn't anybody anymore, and I didn't know how to feel about that. It was scary. It was very I didn't know what to do, and I felt really bad about it, and I kind of stopped streaming for a while after that happened. I think like a week. I kind of gave it up,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, maybe I just need a break. Maybe I need to figure out what else to do. Obviously, I didn't have to change anything. I just needed to kind of like suck it up and be like, hey, you have good days, you have bad days. It happens to everybody kind of thing. And it does, you know, it happens to everybody. Everybody feels that way. So I felt awful about it at first, but after a while, you know, things picked up again and I kept streaming and I kept tweeting and then it was okay. But I'd say that was without sounding too snobby. I think that was probably the. I don't want to sound snobby. I don't want to sound like mean or rude or like ungrateful or anything. But like, that was the only time that I can like vividly remember where I was like emotionally stuck with VTubing.
Mm.
Was after that day.
But
So
it seems like you found a solution.
yeah, I
The
figured it out.
answer to why that happened.
Yeah, don't stream on Tuesdays. Tuesdays are
stream
bad. I've never streamed on a Tuesday after that.
Don't
So
stream on Tuesdays.
Tuesdays are bad. Don't do Tuesdays.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm glad you got something off it.
This is the big picture, you know. Work with Twitch's algorithms and people's schedules. Monday, Tuesdays are bad. People have work. End of the week is always best, just because people don't have work. People get off early, you know. just go work around, do the little worky, figure it out. Be Twitch's bitch and do what Twitch wants,
Yes.
That's it.
So beyond playing with soap, don't stream on Tuesdays. Is what
Don't
we've
stream
learned.
on Tuesday. Yeah. So we got one. Streaming on a Tuesday is like a 5, and soap is a 10. we don't go past streaming on a Tuesday, okay? That's bad.
Have you had any financial problems being a VTuber?
No, I wouldn't say. Again, I don't want to sound snobby, but I was extremely blessed. I've had almost everything paid for me. I did VTubing with a friend, and obviously back then, I guess now I could say I'm a college student, I go to work, but like obviously I don't have VTubing money to be doing that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously I would not have had enough money to buy model art and rigging or anything. So they were very nice to buy that for me. And I just had to buy all like the little things, anything that I really wanted is what I would pay for. And obviously I find cheap alternatives, or someone who done art that I really, really liked, or even my like backgrounds and stuff like that. So no, I wouldn't say that I had any financial troubles. But just because, I was around really nice people who did a lot of that for me. Especially when I first started, the model and the art was paid for by somebody else. And I had a lot of people who drew art of me. Like I made a lot of art friends who just kind of like drew little doodles, and I had a lot of things I could post on Twitter just because of nice people, Like you drew me. You were one of the first people that drew me. And I was like, damn, I have art now. That's dope. But yeah, I met a lot of nice people who were kind enough to either, pay for things for me or give me stuff for free, and I'm very thankful for that. So I did not have any financial troubles with VTubing or anything. No.
I would hope that my art has definitely gotten better since I drew you. Maybe I'll get that image again so it doesn't look as janky. But yeah, that was some jank art.
I thought it was cute. I liked it.
I appreciate it. I just hope my art's gotten better. So okay, so that was soap, but we went through it. But we went through it.
Carved the soap.
We carved it.
We're good.
We chopped the soap in half, and then we just got through it. So, are you part of any groups like Steampunk Galore, VTubing.com, or anything like that? Soap makers?
No. No.
No.
Not that I know of.
You're a solo person.
So. I'm solo. Yeah. Oh fuck. Yeah, I'm solo. As of now, maybe. Yeah. I don't know. So, as I mentioned, my friend bought my model for me. We kind of did it together. We like streamed all the time together. We streamed the same days. We were kind of just like connected by default, just because we like started the same day, and they bought all my stuff, and so we were kind of partnered in regards to that kind of thing, But then like, I didn't really match them, and they didn't really match me, and I streamed horror games, and they'd stream comfy games, and it was just like, we went our separate ways, kind of. So it wasn't really, we just went our separate ways. So we weren't really tied by lore or anything, so.
Oh, okay.
We
So
just stopped.
your friend wasn't a steampunker either?
No.
Oh,
no.
okay. I see.
Yeah.
So, do you have any tips for newbies?
What kind of tips? Like,
For starting VTubing. For those that wish to enter the VTubing world. Fresh.
See, I like giving tips. I just hope people don't find my tips invalid just because I kind of like got the easy path out of VTubing, I was fortunate enough to have a lot of stuff just given to me. So there was a huge, I didn't have to deal with the money struggle. I didn't have to deal with the, starting little and going up and up and up. But I do think a good tip for people that are starting is to kind of just like do what you want to do. Play the games that you want to play. Don't center your viewership and your numbers around other people, because people can tell. People can 100% tell if you're enjoying what you're doing. Okay, if you don't enjoy what you're doing, people are gonna know. And I think that's one thing to keep in mind all the time. So just now the Discord notes are coming across your stream. Sorry.
Huh?
Servers pop. I can fix that. Hold on. Okay. But yeah. So I think what did I just say?
Discord.
Yeah. Talk about that. My advice. What was I saying? Oh my goodness. I already forgot what I was saying.
Your tips for new people?
Yeah, but what was it? What was
I
my
think you were
tip?
explaining your situation. Why your tips
Fuck.
shouldn't be invalid.
Fuck. Oh yeah, I was saying people can tell if you're not enjoying what you're doing. So definitely kind of like, do what you want, do what you enjoy. Don't base your content and your VTuber and your personality based on what is like trending or what other popular VTubers are doing. Because people come for you, people come for your personality. They don't come for the game that you play. They don't come for, some people might come because your model looks nice, but they stay because they like you. They don't stay because you have a cool model. They don't stay because you're playing this one game. They stay because they like you. So do you play the games you like to do, and yeah, be what you want to be. Don't be what other people want you to be. That's my advice.
Okay. So, do you have any resources that you use to help VTubing?
Okay. I use a website called Canva. I pay for it. There's a free version, but I recommend if you're gonna use it, pay the $10 a month, or you could buy it for a year. It is a really good way to kind of make stuff. You can make your own schedules. You can make your own, like chat overlays. You can make your own game overlays. You can make cute little like backgrounds and stuff. I think it's a really good tool just because, VTubing can get expensive, especially if you're getting so many like custom things done at one time, I think having Canva, and I've used Canva before I was, into VTubing. It's what I used for work and everything. So I just think that it's a really good tool, especially, if you trying to save some money and do things on your own. Yeah, I think it's really good, It comes with like custom sizing, so you don't have to look up the dimensions of anything. There's like custom ones for Twitter and for Instagram and for Facebook. You just kind of like fill it out how you want to fill it out. And I think that's really good. It's really nice. It's good.
It's Canva?
It's very good. Canva, yeah.
Canva, okay.
Canva.
There you go.
Canva.
Interesting. I might have to take a look into that.
Yeah.
Okay. So, in fact, I think we've hit the end of my questions. Do you have any questions for me?
I have questions for you. Do you see the apple?
I do see the apple. I see.
You see it?
I see multiple apples actually.
Multiple apples?
I can actually see the apple being chopped in half, it being diced up, and then we put
Wait, hold on.
cream on it, and it looks really good.
What the fuck? I don't see anything. I'm thinking of the apple. I see no apple. That's mean.
That's mean.
That's mean.
It's
Do you
soap
sleep
for
with
you.
your fan on? That's my question.
I sleep with 3 fans on, actually.
3 fans?
Yeah.
Okay. All these questions are questions that we've already talked about, like my chat, apparently. So, you see the apple, fans on, no socks to sleep. What was the other one? There was another one, I think.
We do the gripper hug when we sleep.
Gripper hugs, yeah. Do you like pineapples on pizza?
No, that is cursed. I dislike you very much for mentioning
I think the
that.
stream should be over now. I think it's time to end. Time to say goodbye.
I hate
That
you
was
for
another one.
for
that
bringing me up. Listen,
is-
okay, I will mention this. I am the pickiest motherfucker you probably will ever meet because, I make my own food. Henceforth, my own food hits all the qualities that I need in order for me to eat it.
Yeah.
Pineapple on pizza is an abomination to me.
Why? Is it like the texture? Is it having cold food on hot food? Like, is it sweet and say it? What? Why?
It's the flavor.
flavor.
I only eat pizza with pepperoni and cheese. You put fucking ham and pineapple on it. It's like I don't eat barbecue for that reason because meat is not supposed to taste like sugar. Meat's supposed to taste like salty goodness.
Yeah.
Don't get
Okay,
me- like,
okay.
I forget what I had that someone gave me it was a hamburger, but the meat was, I think they fucked it up, and instead of putting salt on it, they put sugar. And I bit into it, and I almost vomited vilely. When I bit into it, I was like, what the actual fuck is this? Oh my god.
Jeebs.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
okay.
TLDR, meat should not taste like sugar.
No sweet meat. What about like sweet ham? Do you like sweet hams? Like shredded Christmas ham. Do you do that? Shredded ham.
Christmas ham?
Shredded ham. Yeah, fucking shredded ham.
Shred ham? No, I can't say
shred a ham.
I can't
And
say
you, like-
I'm into shred ham. However, I'm so good at doing roasted turkey.
Well, okay.
See, I
Yeah.
speak cringe
Alright.
too.
Yeah, okay.
I'm really good.
All right. Well, I have one more question then. What is your opinion on boba, like milk tea and tapioca pearls?
Oh, I swear to God, I thought you were gonna say boobas.
What are your opinion on boobs? Tell me your boob opinion.
I mean, I like it when they jiggle. My thing is, I've never. Okay, something you should know about me.
Mhm.
I am a stickler with money. And if I think that something is too expensive, I'm probably not going to buy it. Boba tea looks kind of expensive. Why would I buy boba tea when I could go to the gas station and get an Amazon can for $1?
Okay, listen. There was a time way back when boba wasn't ridiculously expensive. Okay,
Damn,
it's only
I
now.
must have missed
like,
it.
yeah, because so I don't know what recently. Like it's like $7 for one like medium boba kind of, and it's really expensive. And sadly, like you're right. You know, why would you pay that much money? $7 is cheap. Oh my god! Don't
What?
even Maji.
No,
But
cancel
no.
that. That is not
Cancel.
cheap.
$7 is not for a drink. $7 is not cheap. Okay, and
Listen,
I am.
If you're working
Pro-
$15 an hour, that's like half.
Yeah, that's like half an hour. No way. Okay.
That is soap,
No.
friend.
Yeah, that is soap. We're borderline soap on that one. Okay.
You're halfway to
Like,
soap. Like, where are we?
Yeah, I am very pro Starbucks. Okay, there was a Starbucks at my work. Okay, and I would get it like every day, every single day would be a pink drink, and it's usually like $4 because I got a discount. But like outside of my work, it'd be like $5 to $6 for a drink. Yeah, and even that is expensive. But I love pink drinks, so.
See,
You
my
know,
pink
you know.
drink is pink lemonade. I usually get the powder kind, so I usually only pay $5, and I can get like, I don't know, 30 drinks from that. So, as I'm saying,
Yeah.
I am an insanely cheap individual. So,
Well, you know, I'm just saying, you know, just putting it out there, you know, it's definitely okay to splurge a few times, you know, and I heard, you know, from an unidentifiable source that splurging on frappes and stuff for a wife, you know, if I had a wife, I would splurge on a frappe for my wife. So,
I wonder
just-
who
just
that
saying.
could be.
yeah,
I don't
just
know.
putting it out there, you know. Yeah, if I had a wife, I'd buy her a frappe.
Yes, if I had a wife, I would burn a hole in my wallet. Just-
Hey, anything the wife wants, you know. If she wants a whole, you have a whole.
Yeah, excuse me while I drink this flavored water. I'll give my wife a frappe. So, yeah, that's my thing when it comes to, expensive drinks. I don't mind splurging. I mean, we recently for our anniversary, we went to a steak place that was like 120 for two.
Mhm.
I don't know. It was probably 150, but it was like a buffet for meat, like steak and shit like that, and it was worth it. But I don't know if it was worth the couple accidents we almost got getting there.
Damn.
But yeah, it was a terrible place. Orlando, not a 10 out of 10. That's soap.
That's soap. Damn. Damn.
That is soap times 2.
Damn. It's okay. It's always the super expensive steak places that are soap. Okay, because I had a similar experience, except it was fucking worse. Okay, I went to a steak place with a friend for their birthday. Okay, and obviously, steak place. I don't like steak, but it was for their birthday and whatever. I'll go get steak.
Went for
apparently,
nuggies?
they had really good
So you went for nuggies?
I went because apparently they had mac and cheese, and I am a sucker for mac and cheese. But they had mac and cheese, and I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna get steak. I'm gonna get mac and cheese. Okay. Mac and cheese was $15. An hour's worth of work for one mac and cheese. I know. It was crazy. It was crazy. Okay.
Wait, hold on. Did they put the breadcrumbs on that shit at least?
No.
What?
Okay. So it was the worst mac and cheese that I've ever eaten. I'm a mac and cheese connoisseur, and this was god awful. Okay. It was just a pile of noodles. Okay. And it was supposed to be like a 3 cheese mac and cheese, but instead of it being a sauce, it was just 3 different types of cheese shredded onto the noodles, okay? So it wasn't a sauce, it was just melted cheese. And you could like twirl it on your fork and pick it up, and an entire ball of cheese would just fall off of your fork. And then you'd have some sad noodles just hanging off, okay? This is the saddest $15 that I've ever spent on mac and cheese, okay? But beside the point, okay? So the mac and cheese was $15, okay?
Yikes.
And yeah, all of their sides were $15. Didn't matter what you got. Side of mac and cheese for $15, okay? So my friend got a side of fries, French fries, for $15, okay? And then they got a steak. And obviously this is an expensive steak place. So obviously the steaks all cost $80 each for a tiny little fucking ball of meat, okay? So we're already well over $100 for fucking mac and cheese, French fries, and a steak.
That's almost a full day's work of work.
Literally a whole day's worth of pay on one god-awful steakhouse. Okay, so whatever. Aside the fact that I have to pay this much money for a stupid bowl of mac and cheese, okay, they do like cocktails and stuff like that. And my friend got a cocktail, and I don't like to drink. I'm not a big drinker, but obviously it was their birthday, so I was like, fuck it.
Like,
I got a cocktail too. And fucking $20 per cocktail.
What the fuck did you buy?
I don't know! It was literally some fruity shit! And it was $20 each. And that I'm like losing my mind now, okay?
You're just like, oh my god, I was in soap.
I couldn't. I literally, this is like soap on soap. This is 20 of the soap, okay? What's worse than soap? I don't know what's worse than soap. We haven't gotten that far yet, but it's worse than soap. God. This is worse than soap. $20 cocktails is worse than soap.
You could have gotten, 2 boba teas with that shit?
I could have got... Yes.
Like
it was
3
ridiculous. Okay. Ridiculous.
When you look at it that way, don't get depressed, though.
It was... it was an expensive restaurant, so I knew it was going to be a lot of money. But whatever. So the drinks were a lot. Mac and cheese was a lot. Okay. And then I called ahead because I wanted to be like, hey, it's my friend's birthday.
It still hasn't ended.
Can I bring it? It hasn't ended. No, it hasn't ended. Okay. And I wanted to ask if I could bring a cake. Okay. Because I knew that their food was going to be expensive. Everything was going to be expensive. Okay. Oh, hi, Icy. Thank you for the raid. Hi. Then if you could give him a shout out, if you could. But yeah, so I called ahead and I was like, hey, can I bring a cake? Because, I'm not paying for a cake at your expensive ass restaurant. So I was going to bring my own cake. And obviously they said no. And I was like, okay, well, are you going to give us a free dessert or something for, being his birthday, and he was like, yeah, we'll give you a free cheesecake on the house. I was like, great. Free dessert. It makes the whole night worth it, okay?
Okay.
It was beautiful, okay? So the guy comes, and he cleans up our plates, and he's like, do you guys want dessert? And I was like, now, who the fuck asks if I want dessert if I'm expecting free dessert, okay? So I tell the guy, I'm like, hey, I called free dessert. Where is it? And he's like, well, he gives me the dessert menu, okay? And I'm thinking that maybe we get to pick which dessert we want, even though she told me it was cheesecake. Now I'm thinking like, oh, maybe we're getting free dessert, and like we get to pick which dessert that we want, okay? And I'm looking at all the dessert prices. There was nothing, not a single dessert that was under $30.
30.
Fuck the dessert. I was not. That was it. I literally was not. Like, I didn't even care if it was free. The chances of it not being free is like far worse than having free dessert. Because I'm not paying $30 for a dessert just for them to be like, oh, that's not free. You have to pay for the dessert. So I'm like, nope, that's it. I don't want dessert. I want to go home. So we didn't get the dessert. I told the guy to take the menu. We didn't get dessert. And he comes back with the cheesecake because I didn't pick a dessert. Then he gave me the free cheesecake because I didn't pick one. I was like,
dick.
I know. Like, I was not going to get this free cheesecake if I picked a different dessert. But because I didn't want to pick, I got the cheesecake. So, whatever. Free cheesecake. It was fine. Okay. But now comes the time to pay the bill. I already know it's expensive. Like, we are well past like $150 something for the whole entire night. Okay. Mind you, we have to add tip. And obviously this is a really fucking fancy restaurant. Okay. So you can't just like, oh, here's 20% of my bill. You gotta give them more. And I hate it that I tipped $60, but I did. And that ripped my heart out of my heart cavity, so I ended up spending like 200 plus on this stupid steak birthday dinner, and it was a nice time. Like, I had a good time, you know, I'm sure they had a good time, but like, oh my god, there is no good time that's worth over $200 for one restaurant.
For restaurant, no. You could have gotten two like fucking tickets to a theme park with that amount of money.
Could have done something. I know. And it was so sad. It was like, it's heartbreaking. I cried handing them my card. It was so sad. So sad. The mac and cheese wasn't even good. I didn't even have good food. I think that's what made me even sadder, is that my food was gross. They still pay all that money for my gross food.
Damn, I would have. You didn't even think to like complain to the manager, be like, "What the fuck is this shit?"
I'm not a complainer. I'll just deal with it and be sad.
Just imagine how many nuggies you could have gotten with $200.
I know, right? That's fucking a lot of it. I could have like
or
all
like
the nuggets.
20 bobas and just explode.
That'd be better. Nuggets and boba is definitely better than $200 at steakhouse. So.
And nasty mac and cheese. Can I ask you a question about that about mac and cheese now that we're on that subject?
Cool. Yeah,
because
yeah.
I feel like we can relate, sort of, maybe. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Was there any mac and cheese growing up in your family?
Yes.
Okay, so you did get mac and cheese.
Yeah.
Was it the legit mac and cheese, or was it some sort of experiment that your parents made?
I wouldn't say experiment, okay. But
I call it experiment. That's what it is with my parents.
Okay.
So that's why.
My mom was kind of both, because I grew up in Mexico for a good chunk of my childhood, so we would like go back and forth all the time because I had family out there. So I was very like not keen, but like Mexico mac and cheese is what I ate a lot, and Mexico mac and cheese is spicy, okay? It's not like normal mac and cheese. It's got heat to it, okay? And it's good. It's not American mac and cheese, but like it was good, you know? So I had that a lot. And then I had Kraft. Kraft was the one that we could afford growing up, so I ate a lot of Kraft too. And then there was this switch, okay? My sibling was born and grew up into a person. And for some reason, my mom like, I don't know if she thought that maybe that, like, the sibling would also grow into, like, this mac and cheese addicted person. So she bought the, like, I think it's called Aunt Annie's or just Annie's mac and cheese, and it was just healthy mac and cheese. I don't know if it was, like, gluten-free or, like, what made Annie's mac and cheese healthy, but it was healthy. I think it was made of real cheese. 100% real cheese and organic pasta. That's why she got it, to be healthy with the mac and cheese consumption. And it was the nastiest thing that I have ever eaten. And I was so mad that she would keep buying this nasty mac and cheese. And obviously, I had to keep eating it because I don't want to waste the mac and cheese. But because I kept eating it, she thinks that I keep liking it. And she would keep buying the nasty mac and cheese. And it, like, came to a point where, like, I finally was like, Mom,
Oh no!
I do not like this. And she's like, oh my God, I thought you liked it because you kept eating it. I was like, no, I don't like it. It's not good.
You're like,
And
Mom,
then
stop! You're killing me. And it's like, oh my God, my daughter loves this mac and cheese. I must buy more. It's like, here, I got the clear sale for all the mac and cheese for you.
it's so
And you're
bad.
just like,
I can't. No.
oh
It
no.
was not good. No. And then eventually she stopped buying it, and then we made the switch to Velveeta, which is my favorite as of right now. But oh my goodness, I've been through a whole trauma dump with mac and cheese. It's crazy.
And it was just like a one-off question. I didn't realize we were gonna hit soap there.
I
for
have
a
mac and
moment.
cheese trauma. Okay, sorry.
Wow.
You asked.
You had a whole story arc.
I
Mac
did.
and cheese.
Listen, I've been through shit. Okay, mac and cheese is a hard topic for me.
I see.
After the steakhouse, can't.
After the shit mac and cheese with the steakhouse.
Literally,
We
I'm
just
so-
go
so
into
sick.
trauma here. So VTubing hasn't been the
Exactly.
trauma. It's been mac and cheese that's been the trauma.
That's the soap. Mac and cheese is the soap. I'm gonna have to make like a 1 through 10 list based off like all of my experiences because we've gotten a solid like 6 of them or something right now. Might as well make a list.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. PTSD with mac and cheese.
Yeah.
Well, because being Hispanic, I can say that mac and cheese was not a cuisine that was given in my family. So I was very
No.
interested on your training arc with mac and cheese. I wasn't a big fan of it, mainly because I was very picky. But when I really came to really love mac and cheese was when I went to Outback, and I ordered their mac and cheese, and theirs came with breadcrumbs in it. And I was like,
Ooh,
ooh,
fancy.
breadcrumbs. Oh, I am fancy. And so I ate that shit, and I was like, this is fucking delicious. I do not want any more mac and cheese but this. I don't give a shit. I want this to be my mac and cheese. And then they're like, no, we're gonna never make it again. And I'm just like, what do you mean?
Damn. We all got PTSD. Mac and cheese, it sounds like.
Yeah, white cheddar with breadcrumbs. That's my mac.
That sounds good.
Yeah,
Damn.
it's probably better than the what is it, $15 mac and cheese that sticks to the top. and has
Yeah,
sad
the
noodles.
shit mac and cheese that cost $15 at the $200 steakhouse place. Yeah. Definitely not.
Oh no, that's so bad. Just imagine I would cry too if I had to spend that much and was miserable. Yeah.
It's so sad.
Okay, that was an excellent question, chat. Thank you. Is there any more questions? Any
Ask me
more?
the questions to free for all.
Yeah. Any more soap that we can have in chat?
Soap questions, any PTSD we want to bring to light, anything you know.
I'm no therapist, but I'm good at listening. So if we wish to bring up any more trauma, I'm totally down.
Damn.
So, you said you've had the were you born and raised in Mexico, or were you American?
No, I was born and raised in the States. But my grandma was born and raised. My grandma and my dad. No, not my dad. My grandma and my grandpa were born and raised in Mexico. So they had like a bunch of family. My mom's side and everything lived all down there. So we would go like every year at least to go see everybody. We had a house out there as well, so we'd like check on the house and everything. So at least once a year we would go say hi to everyone and then come back for school and stuff.
Oh, okay. So you've been generally an American for all this
Yeah.
time. I had the hard life of knowing Spanish first, even though I was born and raised here. Born learning Spanish and then having to learn English second.
Yeah.
So it was a struggle, but now I would say I'm more English toned.
That's nice then.
Yeah.
I was a no sabe kid growing up. All my family spoke Spanish around me, and we didn't have Spanish classes or anything. And even my house, because my mom married not Mexican. That's what we'll say. Not Mexican. So, we didn't. I didn't want to be mean. I didn't want to be mean.
You don't have to
I didn't want to be mean.
You don't have to be that PC. Holy shit! Like
I didn't want to be mean. I didn't.
Was he white?
Yes. He
Okay.
was,
Okay.
yes.
Like holy shit! Like you were just like not Mexican. I was like Jesus
I didn't
Christ.
want to be mean.
you don't
I
have to
didn't want to
you
be
don't
like,
have
oh
to
yeah,
be-
my mom married a white guy, so we couldn't speak Spanish in the house because he never understood it, and it was like really, it was weird. It was weird to speak Spanish in a house where he didn't, and it felt kind of bad about it, and we'd only speak Spanish to my family, like on my mom's side, so it was kind of like, and I grew up in like a predominantly white area as well, with like very low academic funding, I guess you'd say. So
Okay.
we didn't have like extra curriculums or anything like that until I moved away to like a better neighborhood. So I didn't have the chance nobody in my neighborhood spoke Spanish. I couldn't speak Spanish unless I went to go visit my family. We wouldn't speak it at home. Like I had no opportunity to speak it. And then, now I'm like older, and all of my family who speak Spanish, like constantly trying to speak Spanish with me. And even when I go over to Mexico to visit all of my family, it's like I cannot communicate. I try, I'm doing a lot better now. I'd give myself like a 6 out of 10 on the no.
So you're almost to soap, is what you're saying.
Almost to soap. Yeah. Kinda.
Mm,
But
I see.
I'm trying. I'm doing my best. I talk to my mom in Spanish more, even though my dad's around. I talk to my family. We go in Mexico, and I talk to all of them too. I can communicate with people, ish. Too much,
You're
but
trying to get back
I'm
to your
trying.
root language.
yeah, I'm trying. I'm doing my best. I'm trying my hardest.
Well, that's good.
But yeah,
At least you didn't lose full touch to it.
No.
So
Mm-mm.
you're just
I've always been able to do like a little, like the basics. I've always remembered the basics. It was just kind of like longer sentences, and I don't know if it's like every Mexican thing, but like my Mexican side, they speak so fucking fast, and I have such a hard time like processing anything that they say to me half the time. I can like pick out bits and pieces, but then it's like that is too much for me. Slow down. Yeah, so still I'm getting there. I'm trying my best. Also, thank you, Icy, for the sub. But it's hard. I'm trying. I'm trying.
yeah.
Yeah.
I understand. Even though I know the speaking Spanish and being surrounded by Mexicans, it can get fast, but because
Mhm.
a little thing about me, I live in Florida. We have a lot more native Spanish speakers and from different cultures too.
Yeah.
There's people that's faster than us actually. The ones that tend to be the struggle buses is Puerto Rican.
Oh
When
my
they
God.
speak, it's like radio. So you're just like, Okay, I think he said something. Just can anyone slow that down, please?
Wait,
Because
someone in my chat says that I talk fast. Do I talk fast? I don't think I talk. Maybe I do talk a little fast. Speak like it's a race. Yeah, there's always a race.
it's a race, but we're not racist. So let's just keep. Just broke
Yeah.
you there for a second. Speak like it's a race.
Yeah, it's a race. It's a race.
Okay. Well, on that note, now that we've hit that barrier to entry, did you have
Yeah,
another
yeah.
question for me?
Let me think.
You did see the wedding, right?
I didn't, unfortunately. I
Dang.
actually was out of town when you had that. Do you have like
Oh.
a VOD? Did you post it on YouTube? Perhaps?
It's currently on the child laptop. I need to grab it and post it. I'm sure
Well,
a lot
I
of people are
appreciate it.
interested in watching that.
I'm very interested. Did you put like your VTube models up, or is it like actually you?
No, it's actually me and my wife.
Aww.
Maybe I could draw a picture
You like
in the
put
beginning.
your screenshot your VTuber face and like video edit onto your real other faces and yeah, VTuber wedding. That is
It's okay.
cute.
We were both in makeup, so it's fine. We both
okay.
had our sugar skull makeup.
Nah, that's cute. That's cute. Is your wife Hispanic too?
She's not. She's white, whiter than
She's
white.
white. She's non-Hispanic.
I was like, God, you don't need to be that PC.
I-
Holy shit!
No.
It's like
I
you
don't
could
know,
say
man.
white. You
She's
you could say colors. That's cool. Just don't say it a certain way. It will be fine.
One of my chatters has a question. The
Okay.
question is, if you could visit any country in the world, where would it be? What would it be? Why?
What would it be and why? England and Spain. I'm so curious. For England, I just love the accent, and I think I would have a field day filming from the mouth, listening to it. Because I just love it. It's so cool. I do it on occasion for my D&D character, and I love it, even though I'm pretty sure it's fucking terrible. Accents is actually one of the things I do try to practice, because I was also a voice, not a voice actor, but I was an actor, and doing accents was one of my favorite things to do, along with singing. Spain, well, just gotta look at the motherland where it all started. I'm really curious, and plus, there, I have this stereotype of like people in like Spanish guitars just walking around, just playing randomly. I don't know why. That is probably insanely racist, but that's what I imagine Spain is. So. And plus, I'm pretty sure that there aren't many actual mariachis in Spain, and I think it would be funny to like be one in Spain and just to see how people react. So I'm sure they know of them. It's just not many people are there, because it's generally like it's a Latin American thing to see mariachis. So
Then you gotta go prove that there can be. Who be the mariachi in Spain?
however, I'm not sure how I can deal with the lisp, though. That's that's one thing that we don't have over here in Latin America. So would be interesting to go travel there. And Japan, because come on, weeby.
Yeah, why not?
Like, why not?
We-
I wouldn't stay there,
Mhm.
but I
Just
mean,
like I'd go for a quick trip,
yeah.
week trip. Yeah.
And I'm sure that if any VTuber goes there and you say, "Oh yeah, I'm a VTuber," they'd be like, "Yeah, okay, the whole country is VTuber, so welcome, I guess." Your barrier to entry has been lifted. Welcome to anime, the country. So, yeah, those would be my
That's nice.
3 lists. Of course, trying to get a trip and raising the money to get there is soap. So probably won't happen.
Money is soap. Money is definitely soap.
So getting a trip to go to any of those would probably be soap. I don't see that happening unless I hit big.
Traveling right now is just expensive for like no reason. It's so annoying.
Listen, if traveling to a distant city is soap, I
Mhm.
don't think traveling to a country is much better. So,
Crossing the border
Exactly.
is soap.
like, Orlando is like an
the
hour and a
state's
half
border.
from me, and that is soap.
Yeah,
So I don't
that's soap.
think that-
Driving Driving longer than an hour is soap.
So
I'm
driving
just
to
gonna make
another
a whole list of what is soap.
So
But that's
flying to a
just-
country, I don't think is happening if driving an hour is soap. So
Yeah, you're right. Maybe if the plane ride is less than an hour, you could probably cross a few states on a plane under an hour.
if I could teleport, that'd be
Maybe.
great. But yeah, I have visited, where my parents are from. My dad's from El Salvador. I did visit his country. Was scary. And Mexico for my mom. I did visit there once or twice. So I have visited my roots. It's just, I like America. I get to be
No, I
home
get ya.
and not do so.
The good food here, I know. It's familiar food. No,
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Change is scary.
When you go there and you're just like, you know what? I want nuggies and fries, and you realize they're not the same. They're not the
Dude, the UK doesn't have McDonald's ranch dressing. Okay, I love ranch dressing more than I love mac and cheese.
Wow.
I couldn't survive off no ranch dressing, and they don't have ranch dressing out there.
Like not
And
a single
Mexico
bottle.
ranch dressing isn't. No, I mean like they probably do, but they don't call it ranch. Like salad sauce or
Oh yes, they
something.
call it frolicking in the daisies. Instead, because ranch is a very southern thing, so it's
Yeah.
probably not ranch. It's probably like
Ranch.
frolicking in the daisies over the hills in the castle. Some shit like that.
yeah, definitely.
Something
Mhm,
countryside,
mhm.
if there is
Yeah,
that
yeah.
over there. 'Cause
Something posh,
something posh, like frolicking in the castle daisies. That's good to know, actually, because I do like ranch. So if I ever go
It's
there, I need to
good,
bring
it's
my own.
good.
If they
I
let
know.
me through customs with a bottle of ranch.
If you put it in your under the plane bag, I think it'll be fine. I don't bring.
What if it explodes from the pressure?
Well,
Now you have
have
ranch all
something
over your
that
clothes.
then- I mean, is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Oh yes, I'm the
At
ranch.
least you
monster.
got ranch in the country. That's all that really matters. You deal with the issue later. Just like scrape off all of the ranch on your clothes, and then there you go. Problem solved. You got
acting
your
like a
ranch.
limited
Wash
export
your
of
clothes.
ranch.
I mean, okay. Worst comes to worst, though. Your ranch explodes on your clothes, okay? And you scrape the ranch off your clothes. You got ranch,
Ah,
You can
yes.
wash your clothes.
Let me just
Can't
rub
buy
my
ranch in the UK.
Let me just rub
So-
my nuggy nipples all over the fucking ranch on my shirt. Ah yes. Oh, he's
on the go
American.
condiments.
He's American,
fine.
guys. It's like, let me just fucking rub my nuggy nipples all over my shirt. What kind of image are you giving of America? You acting like this is normal. Oh no. No me gusta.
This is kind of funny though. He's just saying. A little
Say you have ranch, but it's all over you.
Yeah.
Oh god. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I think I'm good on questions. That was a pretty solid one.
well, Malva, thank you so much for being part of this interview. I'm so happy to have finally asked you questions and we get to know each other.
Yay! Thank you for
Yeah.
having me. I had a lot of fun today.
Well, I'm glad.
This is very nice talky time. Hope I
Excellent.
didn't get too sappy or snobby. I think it went really well though.
No, you did great. So if you have any friends that you wish to have on the hot seat, I have an open invitation.
I do. His
Okay.
name's I do. His name is. There's two people. Okay. My friend. I'll send it to you in the DMs, so that way it'll be a surprise. But
Okay.
I do have people who are kind of funny, So
Okay. So if
I'll send
If
you
you
that.
have any list of VTubers you want to see on the hot seat that you know personally, please send them my way. Through
Hell
Twitter or
yeah.
Discord. I'm free which anyway. I will
Yeah.
write them down for the next interviews, and we'll see what we have. And to end it all off, Malva, who are we going to raid?
Oh fuck. Good question. See, I was gonna raid my friend Icy, but then he ended his stream and raided me. So. Do you have any people, or are you solely picking my people?
Well, if you don't have anyone, I see someone now that we could raid.
I have a friend named Sabu, and they're playing Pokemon. Do you like Pokemon? Pokemon.
I like Gen 1 to 3. Does that count?
Pokemon is still Pokemon, I believe. Yeah.
Okay.
This is Scarlet Violet. Send you their shiz if you want to take a looky loo.
Okay. Let me grab the name here. Okay, so the raid has been created. Well, thanks again, Malva, for being part of the show. Please bring your
Yes.
friends over, and that is all from me, amigos. And we'll see you all in the next interview. Adios.
Yes, thank you for having me. Bye bye.
Bye bye.